YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I was going to show kind of a loose structure of how I intend to use my budget planner. I won't be showcasing like any bills or income or anything like that, but I did want to provide some ideas. Maybe it could prove to be helpful to you. So for this, I made some stickers, and I'm also going to use the sticker sheet that I purchased from Staples. So I was going to figure out if I could do something with that. I was going to use this print, and so along with this sticker sheet, I also made some of my own. These were just like some quarter boxes that I originally made to fit on the monthly view, but I'll probably use them here today. I also made up my own no spin kit. I got this idea from favorite daughter Emily. She uses her monthly kit as like a tracker for no spins, for paydays, and for outgoing bills. So I kind of made up my own for this planner. I have pretty much, this is what I'll use to track days where I obviously don't spend anything. The yellow ones will be used for bills, and then the green ones are just to mark paydays. I've also created some of my own stickers for the actual budget I'll be doing, which is for income, expenses, and budget. So I am going to get into that, and I will be right back. I'm an hourly employee, and I also get paid bi-weekly, so my paydays do tend to fluctuate depending on the amount of hours I get. So I don't really budget all my expenses within a month. I do them by paycheck. So the first thing I'm gonna do is set up my income. In these lines, I'll just put the dates that I get paid, which is the 5th and the 19th. Column is basically the first and second week and the third and fourth week of the month. I don't know what I'm gonna get paid right now, but in my expenses, I'm just gonna write down the bills that fall within this paycheck, so I know what I have to pay off. And what I'll do is I'll tally that up in this box. Actually, I'm sorry, I got kind of tongue-tied. What I'll do is I'll tally it up and I'll write the total under here, and in this box I'll basically subtract my total expenses from my paycheck, and I'll put it in this box, which will lead us to our final section. Which is for budget. Basically, I have like 5 categories. Here, I'll also tally it up the same way, and then what I'll do is, after I've tallied it up, I'll subtract this total from this total, and whatever's left in here is what I plan to save. And then I just pretty much do the same thing for the next week I get paid. Over here, I usually write in my due date. So I got this from I can't remember her name, Planner Princess, I think. She writes her due dates over here, so I've started doing that, and it's actually pretty simple, and I just check it off as they get paid. Then the other half is for the second week. So in this section, I kind of started using this for like different things. I'll say like beginning of December, maybe late November, and I think for the most part they worked for me. So I'm gonna keep trying it out this year, just to see how well I keep up with it. So the first one is a savings wall. Basically what I do is create a brick wall between this of what I'd like to save for the month. I think it's just because I like to draw. It's really no particular reason why I do this, but I just like to look back and see what I did. Trying to save a minimum of about $400 a month. So divide that by 15. I normally have my bank account do auto transfers into my savings, so it transfers $25 over. So every time I save in increments of $25, I just go on with a highlighter and I just, you know, color in the block. The next one, I am also trying to build a buffer in my bank accounts. So that's what this box is going to be for. It's just to monitor my checking accounts so that I can be more mindful of overdrafts. Trying not to have any more of those this year. So I really need to get into the habit of checking my accounts more frequently. So basically what I'll do, like I'll have one of my banks here, and basically when I come in and check in on my budget and all that stuff, I try to do it like every Saturday. Between every Saturday and Sunday is when I sit down and go through my budget and see where I am. So when I do that, I'll just check my checking account balances and write it down what it is for that day. Basically, and then this bottom here is the total tally of what I have within each week. The next box is a new one, a new thing that I'm tracking, because before I started doing trying to do mainly cash, I was actually using this sheet as an expense tracker. I would just log into my bank accounts and write down all my expenses from all those dates. But since I'm not really using debit or credit anymore, it's kind of hard trying to track all my expenses when I'm just using cash. There's really nothing to monitor it besides receipts, and I hate receipts. So this is a new way that I'm trying to track this. This box is for my cash envelopes. It'll pretty much be the same way as this. I'm only going to track, because I don't have that many, so normally I track gas, grocery, and toll, but I've recently added these two since I've gotten a little bit better at managing my finances. So I think this month I'm going to track, because gas is pretty, I budget $100 for gas, and that's pretty constant. So I might budget for grocery, eating out, and personal. Toll is also a pretty constant expense as well. It's $30 every pay period. If I save anything, it's because I probably didn't go to work or something like that. So needless to say, I rarely ever save anything on toll. Basically how I intend to use this, it's not really to keep track of what I spent in each cash envelope, it's to keep track of what I have left in each cash envelope. So generally, every pay period I tend to budget about $40 for each of these categories. So let's say if I budgeted $40 for eating out between week 1 and week 2, if I spent like $7, then I have like $33 left. So that's what I would write for week 1. When I check in on Saturday, I only have $33. I come back on week 2 and I spent $10, then I have $23 left, and just on and on and on for the rest of the week. This next box down here I use as a next month box, because I'm just really bad with timing. I'm always forgetting stuff, and that's why I'm keeping my planner, but sometimes I forget to even update the planner. But for I won't say major expenses, but things that I need to be aware that are coming up in the next month, I do like to write down. I'm still living pretty much paycheck to paycheck. You know, I don't have a whole lot of room for emergencies right now, which is what I'm working on. So the point of this box is like, you know, say if I had to renew my tag next month, if I had an irregular bill come up next month, if there was birthdays or anniversaries, or, you know, anything in the future that I should know about so that I can start getting prepared for it, you know, at least 30 days in advance, I write that down here. This box I just leave blank. I don't really have any ideas for it. But for the most part, that is what that is looking like. And then my monthly, I'm not really gonna start working on this until we get into the month of January, and I'll do my no spends and all of that. But for right now, I can at least put down my paydays. Basically how I use this is I think I said before that the green is for paydays. I'll just write in what I got paid in anything. Also, if I have any other income throughout the week, I'll also mark it in here and just write, you know, what I received and probably where I received it from. For the time being, that is what that is looking like. As we go through the month of January, I'll, you know, put no spend stickers where I don't spend. I'm really going to try hard to not spend that much in January, trying to be more frugal. On this page, what I normally use this for is like a this month and a top 3 section. So this month is just things that I should expect in the month of January. Any change in dates or any kind of anything. So with that being said, this is pretty much the structure of my budget planning. So I have my top threes. This month, this is used as an overall view of my bills and my paydays and my no spends. Here I'll be using this to track savings, checking accounts, cash envelopes, and if I have anything to worry about in February. This is split between 2 weeks each, so this is 2 weeks and this is 2 weeks. Here I just mark my due dates, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope it gave you some ideas and some tips. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all later. Bye.